PS5 sucks. All right. Yep, I said it. It sucks. Okay. It doesn't really suck, but there's a lot of things that's going wrong with the PS5, and it hasn't even been a full year since the console release. It's only been about a couple months now. All right. I ain't good with math, but I have a list of things on why the PS5 is well, not it's not it doesn't suck, but there's just things wrong with the PS5 that you guys should know about. If you guys didn't know, it's your boy Mark Scott, aka the Caramel Poppy, and this is Caramel Poppy Gaming. Hold up. Alright. If you guys like the video, before the video even begins, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. And after the video, if you guys disagree with me, or if you guys actually find other things wrong with the PS5, drop it in the comment section. I want to hear your opinions. Alright, so let's get into it. This is in no order, but the first thing that came to my mind when writing this, fake next gen games. Yes, fake next gen games. And the game that comes to the top of my head is Returnal, because that game is in performance mode is 1080. It's not even 4K. Okay, let's just get that straight. It's 1080p with some magical stuff to upscale it to make it look nice. Does it look nice on your 4K display? Of course, it's gonna look nice. But the main reason that the game is getting bashed is because this is a next gen system, and it's a game that you pay $70 for. $70 of your hard earned cash. Because when you brought the PS5, you thought about, oh, this is, a next gen console. It's supposed to play 4K games, not games that are 1080 that's disguised to be 4K, if that makes sense. If you wanted a 1080p game, then you could have just played something on the PS4 Pro. Even then, the games were checkerboard 4K. I don't know. It's just fake games, fake next gen games, okay? And this is a problem that I'm gonna see, and it's gonna start to pop up a lot, especially in the first year of the PS5 and maybe in the Xbox, because we didn't spend all this money for last gen games. All right. The next thing that I have on the list is limited release online. All right. So basically, the PS5, the way it launched, it was in a bad predicament. All right. We was in a crisis, a pandemic, so to say, and basically there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. All right. GameStop closed up, Best Buy closed up, and they was only doing online releases, and they didn't even let people into the stores until like I don't even think December. It was like probably in 2021 they started letting people in, if I'm not wrong. And everything was just online everything. When everyone was on lockdown, everything was online. When the systems came out in the fall, in November, that's where everything was releasing at, online. You will have to go on the websites on Best Buy, GameStop. You will have to go on Target and try to get these systems. All right. The fact that it was in limited quantities, well, they said that they produced a lot, but how many people actually got a PS5 without a bot? Not a lot of people. How many people actually brought a PS5 and like was able to get a PS5 to enjoy and play? Probably not a lot of people, because majority of the people, well, this was a problem that happened with both systems, so to say, but the bots kind of ruined it. The resellers ruined it, and it was just a hot mess. And then on top of that, Sony tried to do some weird situation where you enter a room on like their web or splash page to have a chance to pre-order or even buy the system, which is like a 50-50 chance. I don't know. You have Best Buy's website closing and shutting down because bots and all the traffic. You had the same thing with Target, GameStop. It was just people was getting into Walmart. It was the worst. The PS5 goes in the cart, and then when you try to get out and check out, it's gone. It's sold out, or it won't let you check out. It just shows up in your cart. So that's something that happened with both systems, but it was a limited release online, and it wasn't well thought out. This system should have they could have waited to the spring, but the fall. They want those holiday numbers to close out the year. They could have waited another year. the The PS5 could have came out this year of 2021. The next thing that was wrong with the PS5, missing features, basically the lack of external hard drive support. So the added injury to the blow, the PS5 had 800 something gigabytes of space. It wasn't a terabyte. This is what they said that they did a cut costs. So to make it $500, to make it affordable. Well, not affordable, but competitively priced with Microsoft. Xbox had a 1 terabyte. PS5 had 800 something, and then after you updated, you don't have the full 800 something gigabytes. You have a little less because you need space for the operating system. And the games, especially games like Call of Duty and Warzone, they take up a whole bunch of space, especially Warzone. That takes up like almost 200 gigabytes, especially with different updates happening every month or every 2 months and stuff. You're gonna fill up that space fast. Let's just say that, all right? Before, you could just get a hard drive and plug it into your PS4, and boom, you can get yourself 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte. You can store all your games. You can transfer it back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And that was cool. But the PS5, you're able to do that. But the bad thing about it is that they wasn't supporting it. So basically, you have to wait for an update to unlock something that's already on your PS5. So the port is there. You could plug up a hard drive, but nothing's gonna happen because Sony didn't put out the update. Now the update is out now. Okay, you could switch out the hard drive and do all that little funky technical stuff, but day one you wasn't able to do that. If you wanted to buy a couple games and stuff and add it to the PS5, your thing, you probably would have ran out of space and you probably would have had like 3 games or 4 games max. All right. Next, the lack of backwards compatibility, especially for legacy games. Okay. Now, some people might say, Marcus, nobody want to play old games from back in the days. Nobody play that. Nobody play the PS2 games anymore. You're right. I don't play those games, you know what I'm saying? But there are people that out there that play those games. And they want to play those games, all right? Now, Sony has PlayStation now. That was what they used back in the day. If you want to play legacy games and stuff like that. But PlayStation now is garbage. It's not like Game Pass. It's not like the actual game is getting downloaded. You're streaming it. So that means if you have bad internet, it slows down. If it's laggy from your internet, you won't be able to enjoy your game. So the fact that the PS5 can only let you play a handful of PS4 games, probably the most reputable recent ones, and things of that nature. But if you're talking about PS3 games, you could throw that out the window for some. I think some of them or most of them. The PS2, you could throw that out the window because you're not gonna be able to play your PS2 games. Your PS1 games, forget about that. You know what I'm saying? What is a PS1 anyway? I mean, well, I don't expect PS1, but at least PS3 for the minimum. All right. Because PS2 you could consider retro, PS3 you might want to consider a retro the way they treating it, but lack of backwards compatibility. We got to do better. We got to preserve games better, and in 2021 this should be something that's implemented day one off the system. Because in a time where there's not a lot of games to play, because you only release 2 games, you have a catalog. Or when you beat those 2 games and you gotta wait all these months to get Ratchet and Clank, then you could play, those legacy games. You could play your backlog, all right? Not everybody always wants to play PS4 games, or not everybody want to play God of War. It's just that, all right? Next thing on my list for things wrong with the PS5, crashing and brick systems from using rest mode. How does a feature that was implemented in the PS5 cause your system to crash. That's like saying, hey, the Face ID on my iPad is making my iPad crash every time I use it. How? This is something that should is supposed to be bulletproof. It's not even doing anything crazy. It's just you press the rest button, the system goes into sleep. It holds the game and the point in the game where you at and all that good stuff. It's not powered down. It's still using power. It's just sleep. Okay. How would you feel if you spent $500 of your cold hard earned cash on a system? You waited days, you fought bots, or you waited in line for a pre order at GameStop, and then boom. You put your thing into rest mode while you're playing God of War, while you're playing Demon Souls to go eat dinner. You come back and then your system break. Why is the system getting breaked? Why? Like, I get it. They fixed the update, but it was happening too frequent. I think there was even a thing that happened with Call of Duty where it was breaking systems. Whatever the case was, systems were getting bricked, okay? And off of normal functionality. Normal functionality. This is something that's not supposed to happen. It doesn't matter if you was playing Call of Duty or if you just put it in rest mode. Your system should not be bricking on day one. Okay, that's a even. I don't know how you want to do it, how you want to fix it. That should have happened, especially for $500. All right. Next thing on the list, $70 games. Paying extra for next gen upgrades when Microsoft has a free game delivery system, or I forgot what they call it, delivery same day, whatever the case is. All right. These games is 70 pesos, 70 beans, all right? Listen, I'm cheap, okay? I try to get all the Black Friday deals. I look inside the circulars and the weekly ads on, Best Buy and GameStop. I try to get a deal whenever I can, all right? Last thing I need is to pay $70 for a game that I don't know about, that I never seen before, or a new IP that's $70. I play it and the game is garbage. It's doo-doo. Then I'm mad because you can't return it and get your money back. This ain't Blockbuster. You can't rent games. This ain't Redbox. You gotta give it to GameStop, and then they gonna give you less than what you pay for. Okay? My thing with this is, $70 games is pushing it, okay? It's a next-gen system. I get it. But let's be real. You paid the same price on PC. You just switch out the graphics card, and the games are still the same price. It wasn't like, and I don't know, because they said, oh yeah, the developing cost is increasing. Man, if you don't listen, that's what the people from 2K said. All they doing is just doing a roster update on the game. The graphics look the same to me. What? Every year the characters get more sweaty. That's your reason for putting it up to $70. Really? In a game where the online community is ruled by microtransactions, listen, Call of Duty is another good $70. I'm sorry, I didn't pay. I waited for that game to go on sale. I'm not paying $70 for a next gen upgrade. If you don't pay it, then you know what happens. You miss out. You miss out on the fun. You know what I'm saying? You don't get those sales. Like if nobody buys it, then you lose out. And then when everyone converts over to the PS5 a couple years from now, it's like, well, I don't want to pay $70 for this Call of Duty game after I was paying $60 for it, and it's almost the same game every year. Yes, if you want to charge me $70, make it worth my while. What are you gonna do for me that's gonna make this game $70? Returnal is another one. Never heard of it. It's a new game. It looked weird. It looks. It's a roguelike game. I never seen it before. I never played those games before. And I don't know what the hell it's about. But imagine paying $70 and the game don't work. Or not that it doesn't work. But it did. There was problems with the game. But what if you just don't like the game? The game is bad. Not even that. There's bugs in the game. Well, not bugs, but, well, yeah, you could say it's a bug. Well, anyway, just put it like this. It's a roguelike game. It's supposed to change up every time you die and like the map layout. But people was putting it into rest mode, and I guess it was deleting that spot. Oh no, you have to put it into rest mode. But since the systems is brick, you see where I'm going with this. It doesn't matter or whatever. You see where I'm going with this, okay? Now, you want to spend $70? That's on you. I'm waiting for that price to go down. And if the price is high, don't expect the sales to be good, or don't expect to be cracking those sales numbers if you don't have a good IP behind it. Okay, whether it be God of War or I don't know, put another Spider-Man game. All right, Microsoft, they just do the thing for free. You know what I'm saying? You got a game that's next gen, boom, you get the free upgrade. Boom, you get 120 frames per second for free. Boom. Oh wait, Game Pass? Oh, backwards compatible games? Oh, you can play this in 60 frames per second with HDR. Boom. Free, free, free. Everything's included. Take notes, Sony. Last but not least is the chip shortage. Okay, PS5 redesigns. PS5 redesign to increase the production. So they're talking about doing a redesign so that way they can increase the production of the PS5 by making the, I guess, chipset smaller or using less plastic. I don't know how they're gonna do this. Okay, it's most likely gonna look the same. Probably a shorter version, which I think they should have did because the system is big as it's big. It looks like a freaking tower in Dubai. Like, you know what? They're gonna charge the same price. They're gonna use less plastic, so that means their margins are gonna be bigger. So they're still gonna make money regardless of how you look at it. It's just sad that this is what they got to do. You guys are just realizing this now. Like, really? I don't know. I just feel like I really hope people are able to get the system and they're able to make it more available, because it is sad. Because there's resellers out there, and there still are, that are buying. And I know people personally that got PS5s, 4 PS5s, 5 PS5s, 6 PS5s, and they just hoarding them. And there's nobody wants to pay those prices, because if they don't got 500, what makes you think they're going to spend 600 unless they really want it? But I feel like now it should be a little more available. But still, at the same time, you're too late to the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that available. There was nothing in place to regulate bots and resellers and people that actually wanted the system. So now y'all gotta pay the price because you can't meet the production numbers, and now y'all gotta do redesigns, and it's probably gonna be the same thing, just smaller. But hopefully this solves the problem and some people could get a PS5, right? But I don't know about this. What happens if they start scalping this, or that shorter version goes out of production? Or what if the regular one goes out of production and they keep the small version, and then the bigger version starts reselling for more since they don't make them no more? I don't know. I'm just talking right now. But those are the things that I don't like about the PS5. Or not even that I don't like, but the things that they did wrong. Alright, the PS5 is a great system. It got nice exclusives. It got a little nice remote and stuff that rumbles in your hand. That you probably like it. It feels like a little massage chair and stuff. But listen, it's a cool system. It got cool games. It has cool ideas. I ain't knocking and kicking down the PS5. It's a good system. It's just there's some things that Sony could have did better, or they could still fix it. All right. No fanboy wars and stuff. Let's be respectful, all right? If you agree with me, sound off in the comment section. If you disagree with me, then I want to hear your opinion. If I left something out, be my guest and put it in the comments and let people know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you can stay notified. And I'm out.